Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Libby. Welcome to Lanka Living and Yoga. Today's practice is all about cultivating truth, being true to ourselves, true to others, and in that truth, being kind. There's a reason I think that truthfulness, the second of the yoga yamas, Satya, comes after ahimsa, do no harm. Because it's when we can be true and kind in doing so, that's when we can really make a positive impact. So come with me now. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position on our mat. Lift up tall and just let your hands drop by your sides on the mat. Lift up tall once again through the crown and start to engage the breath. Start to find where the breath is in your body, as it's the breath that will lead the way today. You might like to engage in Ujjayi breath today, which is breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, creating a beautiful ocean-like sound and vibration. And sometimes you might like to just let it all out through the mouth also. Mix it up, see how you go. On the next inhale, let's take our hands high, stretch the side body, and exhale, rolling the shoulders down the spine. Inhale, we let the arms come back to the mat. And exhale, we rise high through the crown of our head. Again, inhale, hands come high. Exhale, stretching the side body, tuck the chin. And inhale, let them come down. And exhale, they rest on the mat. Inhale, we take our hands up high again. This time letting the right arm come down to the mat. And on the next inhale, we drop down the left hand to just rest on the head and start to gently stretch out the right side of the neck. 2 deep breaths here. Keep wide across the chest. Allow that bottom hand just to open up, increasing the stretch. Inhale, we bring hands both to the sky again, and exhale, we take it to the other side. 2 breaths here. Gently guiding further length down that left side of the neck now. Inhale, we bring hands high. And exhale, we let them float back down. One more time. Inhale, we raise hands high. This time, exhale, we open the hands wide. Inhale, we press hands to heart center. And exhale, let's bring the chest up to meet the thumbs. Let's now introduce a mudra for today's practice, the Kali mudra, inspired by a Hindu goddess to help us feel empowered and have the courage to be kind, to stand our ground and release negative energy. So what we're going to do is interlace the 3 little fingers at the back of our hands, keep the index fingers pointed up and maintain the connection with the thumbs at heart center. You can bring it away from the chest a little bit and roll the shoulders down if that feels good. Take a few breaths holding this mudra, the Kali mudra, and imagine all the negative energy, that which is not serving, is now leaving through those pointed fingers upwards. And the other fingers that are pointed down to the ground, symbolizing our ability to root down, feel secure, to be honest, and to be kind. 2 more breaths here. And we release the hands to the ground. Let's now take our hands and windmill them over to all fours. Create a neutral spine, roll the shoulders back, shoulders, elbows and wrists stacked, and the hips, the knees stacked nicely in a line. Inhale, we reach long all the way down the spine. Exhale, cat pose. We tuck the chin and feel that beautiful stretch across the upper back. Inhale, cow pose. We open up the front body and dip the belly. And cat pose. We push through the heels of the hand in opposition, stretching that upper body. Inhale, cow pose. We reach high. One more time. Exhale, cat pose. And inhale, cow pose. Let's come back to a neutral spine, tucking in the back toes. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, empty all the air out and lift the knees just an inch off the ground. Bear hold. One more time. Inhale, reaching long, tuck the chin slightly. Exhale, pelvic floor, wrap the core, soften the ribs, reach out tall. Lower the knees on the inhale. 2 more times. Exhale, let all the air out. Making sure the shoulders are rolled back. Nice long back of neck. Inhale, we lower the knees. One last time. Exhale, lift the knees up ever so slightly. Feeling that beautiful core engage. That's going to wrap and protect our spine throughout the session and beyond. And release. Let's now keep the toes tucked, and on the next exhale, move to downward facing dog. Feel free to adjust your hands or your feet to make it a bit wider, a bit shorter, lifting the hip bones right up to the ceiling. And relax. Come back to your breath. On the next inhale, let's rise up onto tippy toes, and exhale, dropping the right ankle. We look under the right arm. Inhale up onto tippy toes. We drop the left heel, looking under the left arm. 2 more times. Just alternating between the sides. Lifting both heels up high now. Let's settle into downward facing dog for 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. 2 more. Last one. Let those heels really reach toward the mat. The head is just sinking in between the natural contour of your arms. Bend your knees generously, and today let's bring our hands in to meet our feet, keeping the knees bent as generously as needed for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with fingertips on the mat, shin or thighs. And exhale, bending the knees, we roll up 1 vertebrae at a time to our mountain pose. Let's bring our feet together in mountain pose. Send energy down the backs of the legs, tucking in the tailbone ever so slightly, softening the rib cage, and reaching up tall as if there's a string pulling us from the crown of our heads up to the heavens. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chair pose. We send the hips back. Inhale, we reach forward with our hands and our gaze. And exhale, we deepen. Inhale, we peel back the right arm to open. Exhale, we lengthen. Inhale, we return to center. Exhale, we lengthen. Inhale, peeling the left hand now to the back of the room. Exhale, open across the chest. Inhale, we return to center. And exhale, we send those hips back. Inhale, hands to prayer pose. Exhale, last moment here. And inhale, pushing up to your mountain pose with prayer position arms. We take our hands into our Kali mudra. One breath cycle here, grounding down. Inhale, we take the right foot forward to a crescent lunge. Take a few steps, as many as you need to find your lunge. Lower the back knee if that suits you today. Inhale, we push the hands to the sky. Exhale, we deepen. Inhale, we release the hands and bring them to bind behind the back. Exhale, we look to the sky. Inhale, humbly we come forward, rolling the shoulders back, energy coming out through the fists and the back leg. Inhale, we release the hands to the ground. Exhale, come into plank position. Inhale, we hold. Exhale, lowering to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. Bend the knees generously, creep our hands back to meet our feet. Drop the head heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, yogi's choice for placement of hands. And exhale, we roll up to our mountain pose. Let's do that again on the other side. Prepare mountain pose, standing tall. Inhale, we move to chair pose, pushing the hips back, eyes looking out to the front. Inhale, we release the left hand this time to open forward to the back. Exhale, we go deeper. Inhale, coming back to chair pose, tucking the tailbone ever so slightly. Inhale, opening to the right side. Exhale, we deepen and lengthen in every direction. Inhale, returning to chair pose. Inhale, we bring hands to heart center. Exhale, we deepen. And inhale, we rise tall to our mountain pose. Exhale, lift it even higher. Inhale, we bring our hands back to Kali mudra. Take a full breath cycle here. Round down. Inhale, we're taking our left foot forward first to crescent lunge. Option to lower the knee, being true to yourself with the kneeling option or the high crescent lunge option. I'm going to demonstrate the kneeling option on this side. Inhale, we push hands to the sky. Exhale, we lengthen. Inhale, we let the hands fall and interlace behind the back. Exhale, look into the sky from the chest. Inhale, humbling forward as if we're in humble warrior. Long neck, exhale. Inhale, releasing the hands to the ground and coming to plank position or on the knee. Exhale, lowering to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Moving directly there or through tabletop. 2 deep breaths here. Let's lower to a tabletop position now. Bring the knees as wide as the mat and push back into child's pose. Creep the hands forward a touch and lower the elbows. Bring the hands into prayer position, and we can actually even here come into reverse Kali mudra. Lower the head to the ground, push down through the elbows. Feel that length through the back of the triceps. Feel the back of the rib cage on every inhale and soften on every exhale. Make this your little love cave. Allow the heart rate to come down. Come back to center. Come back to your truth and kindness. One last breath here. And we release the mudra back to all fours. We now tuck the toes under, move back into downward facing dog to prepare. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right heel up high. Exhale, we bring it in. Let's repeat it. Inhale, we stretch up the back heel to the sky, keeping the hips square. Exhale, we bring it in. One more time. Inhale, stretching up as high as we can. Exhale, we bring it in. And we return to downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. On the other side now. Inhale, left foot reaches high, and exhale, it comes forward, knee to chest. Inhale, we reach high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, emptying all the air, knee to chest. Last time, inhale, we reach high, and exhale to chest. Returning to downward dog for 2 breath cycles now, and then coming back down into our child's pose. Bring the knees as wide as the mat, sending the hips back, creeping the hands forward, an invitation to again take your Kali mudra and rest in your little love cave. Return to the breath. Return to your intention to be true, and in that truth, act with kindness. And all negative energy release. And grounding down in security and courage. Let's now push back onto our heels, and if you like, we're going to transition to a seated position and then creep our bottoms forward and lift up tall. We're going to curve the spine, tucking the hips, one vertebrae by vertebrae now, just to roll down to lie on our backs. When you arrive, take a few moments to check that your back is not arched or over curved, but giving a nice, neutral, soft position. And then let's bring our legs in, and on your next exhale, push both heels up to the ceiling. Waterfall pose. Waterfall pose, toe tap variation. So we inhale to prepare, sending energy up the back of the legs, and we exhale, pointing the right toe and tapping it to the mat. Feeling that core, that stabilizer engage, we bring back to center. Inhale, we tap the left toe. Exhale, we come back to center. Inhale, tap the right toe. Exhale, we come back to center. You can even bring your hands to the rib cage and the abdominal area if you like, to really feel on each exhale all the air emptying. Let it all empty out. And of course, you can continue to keep the hands or palms facing up on the mat as an alternative. One more time on each side. Let's now create a little cradle for the back of our neck with our hands, and repeat this the same way, but with bringing our elbow to the opposite knee. So inhale to prepare, let it all go. And then on the next inhale, we bring the left elbow to the right knee and back to center. You can keep your shoulder blades off the ground if that suits. And inhale to the left side now. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the right side, we twist. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the left side, we twist. Exhale back to center. One more time on each side. And let's hug the knees in now. Bring them really in together and start rocking side to side to give that lower back a massage. Let's take the knees in a gentle circle in one direction. One circle, 2 and 3, and then in the other direction. Let's now let the heels drop towards the buttocks on the floor. Inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, we're going to bring our legs over our heads, or bring the legs up. You're going to rock and bring the legs up, and we're going to move into a plow pose. It's going to stretch all down the back of the neck and the spine, and we're going to breathe in that position. What's very important is to always keep your face, your neck straight forward. Here we go together. So inhale to prepare, exhale. We push our hips back and let the toes land wherever they land, allowing the knees to bend as much as you need, giving some support to the lower back, rolling the shoulders back, starting to breathe easy in this slightly constricted position. Being honest with yourself for where your limitation is and where it is kind to push a little or to pull back a little. You can rock, bending the knees, straightening the knees as much as feels good. for finding stillness. 3 more breaths here. And returning to waterfall whenever is right for you. And that is where we will regroup. Remember, when returning, we're going to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, ever so slowly, even pressing through the heels of the hand to help with the weight transitioning, and we arrive back at waterfall together. Let's tuck in the knees now. Let them fall towards the front of the room and push ourselves back up to a comfortable seated position. Let's now bring one leg on top of the other, the right leg on top of the left thigh. Sit up tall on our sit bones. Let's apply a little bit of pressure to that opening hip on the right side for 2 breaths here. Opening the hips now. And then we'll creep the fingers forward into double pigeon, stretching out the lower back, the groin, the hips. 3 deep breaths. Roll back up, and now just extend that front foot out that was underneath, bringing the top foot up, sitting up nice and tall. Lift the hands to the sky. Exhale, we twist to that same right side, hooking the left back of that left arm over the right leg, applying a little bit of counter pressure as we reach tall up through the spine. And take the drishti over the right shoulder to the back of the room. 3 deep breaths. With every inhale, we lengthen up longer. And with every exhale, we soften and deepen the twist. Unraveling, we come back to center, and we do both of those stretches on the other side. So now coming to a comfortable seated position with the left leg on top of the right. We push back ever so gently onto that left thigh above the knee for 2 breaths, opening up the hip space. Fingers forward into double pigeon. 3 deep breaths. And creep the fingers back again, extending the bottom leg out. And then guiding that left leg across and to sit up nice and high on the tailbones. We take the hands up on the inhale, and exhale, we twist the left, hooking over that right arm, applying a little bit of counter pressure, and taking the gaze over the back left shoulder. 3 breaths. Returning to center. We come back to our comfortable seated position from which we began and repeat our little arm breath flow to finish off. Inhale, we reach high. shoulders into the ground. Again, inhale, we reach high. Exhale, stretching the side body. Inhale, we float the arms down. Exhale, sending energy into the ground. Inhale, now we reach wide. And exhale, press to heart center. Inhale, bring the thumbs to heart center. Exhale. Let's bring our arms, our hands into our Kali Mudra one last time. Roll the shoulders back. Take a gaze about 3 feet in front of your mat. And take 3 deep breaths. Acknowledging the strength and security we have and courage to be true to ourselves and others with kindness. And anything that is not serving us, we let go. One last deep breath here. Let's release the hand mudra. We bring hands to heart center. Namaste. I'll see you next time.